there. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of very therapeutic moves that you can do to decompress your lumbar spine on your own until I see you next time. So go through these even more slowly than what I'm showing you. I'm gonna do them a little quickly and do both sides and tell me what you think. Okay, hopefully this helps you out a little bit, eases some of that tension. So I'm gonna start on our backs here. I have my one trusty yoga block. This is just something you can do kind of any time of the day if you need a little extra push. This is extremely restorative. So we lay on our backs, taking our knees up towards the ceiling first, planting our feet. Lifting your hips up towards the sky, plant the block right underneath your sacrum, so your sits bones. I want your lumbar spine to be off of the block. See, this is my lumbar spine, this is on my sits bones right here. This allows the spine to decompress naturally because gravity is pulling us down. The block is holding us more up towards the ceiling. So you can stay like this with your feet up. Focus on your breath. You can remain there. I would stay here for about 3 to 5 minutes. Pushing on 5, I would prefer. You can even do more if that feels comfortable to you. You can bring your feet together and your knees out wide, give you a little bit of a hip opener as well. Trying to release all of the tension there, so make sure you're not squeezing your glutes, just having them relaxed. Your hands can be up or palms facing down. Everything in my body is just sinking into the mat. Deep belly breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Going through your body mentally, trying to relax your toes and your glutes. Allowing your sits bones to be supported by the block, your shoulders supported by the mat and the floor. Everything else is just falling towards gravity in our safe space. You can stay in this Supta Baddha Konasana, this bound foot pose, or you can release your legs all the way straight. Again, palms facing up or palms facing down. This one is a little more extreme versus the knees up. It allows more of an angulation, right? More weight pulling down towards your feet. Stay in either of these positions. Figure out what feels best for you. And like I said, 3 to 5 minutes. Should feel pretty good on your lower back. If it doesn't, and make sure that you're adjusting this appropriately. Try different positions, make sure you're in one that you can feel some kind of lumbar release. Okay, next position. Very familiar with these ones. We're going on in our tabletop, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Cat-cow is perfect for this, so just finding that fluidity in your back, your entire spine. So head's going straight forward, take a deep breath in, drop your belly, arch your low back, head goes towards the tailbone. As you exhale, we roll our spine up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, pressing out with those wrists. Inhale to open, belly drops, tailbone and head rise. Exhale, spine towards the ceiling, pubic bone towards the face. Inhale to rise and go as slow as you need to. Make very exaggerated breaths. I'll show you on this next one. Hopefully you can hear it. Go through that with your breath. Go as long as you need. I would do that personally for at least a minute. Really get that fluidity in your spine. Just start to feel it out. You can twist from side to side, crunching in on one side, oblique, and then the other. Feel the range of motion in your back. Really stretch out those lower back, those erector muscles coming all the way up your spine. After that, child's pose. So wide, knees as wide as the mat, toes together, press back your seat. Forehead goes onto the ground. You can relax your elbows here since this is a little more restorative. Every exhale, sitting a little bit deeper. Drawing your hands off to the left side of your mat and then sink in again, pulling your hips back evenly, stretching into both the right and the left side. I'm drawing my fingers out as long as I can and sitting back, but trying to keep my torso long. After a few breaths, walk your hands back to the center and off to the right side. Reach as long as you can and sit back. Again, you can keep your elbows down onto the ground if that feels better for you, but elongating your torso helps stretch these big trapezius muscles in our back. Pulling in one direction and pulling in another. So fingers go forward, hips and glutes go back and down. Stay there as long as you need. Try and keep everything even. 2 more poses for you. Come up into plank, tuck your toes under, send your legs straight. Wrists are underneath shoulders. Toes are tucked. Deep breath in here. As you exhale, bring your hips up towards the sky. Send your heels down. Rotating those biceps up towards the ceiling, pressing the chest towards the thighs. You can pedal out your feet back and forth, stretching out your calves. Benefits stretching out your hamstrings as well, which helps us stretch and elongate our lower back. The higher your hips go up towards the ceiling, the more stretch we can feel in our hamstrings, and the more weight that comes into our shoulders, pulling our weight into our hands and into our heels, leaving that low back available to find space. Deep breath in. Exhale, hips high. You can stay here. You can make it dynamic, just very slowly because of what you're going through right now. Inhaling to come forward, exhaling to press back. Inhaling to come forward, exhaling to press back. And then finding your way down to the ground again. And one more, just to get your juices flowing up into your head and into your inner body. You know, we want all of these organs to be nice and lubricated. So we can take our feet to the wall. I think we talked about this before, but you want your glutes as close to a wall as you can get. And you can shimmy. And just send your feet up. By doing this motion, your hips start to tilt towards your face naturally because your feet are up in the air in this forward fold, right? So because of that, your lumbar spine is pressing into the ground. You should be able to feel your entire back pressing into the ground, feeling supported here. Feel the support of the earth and focus on your breath again, deep belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, or in through the nose and out through the nose. Up to you, just big, long, and deep. Trying to keep these legs parallel, making them feel weightless, going up the wall, bringing all of that pressure, all of that tension, all of that blood and lymph that's coming back into your torso, all of that blood lubricating all of those organs, re-energizing us. Again, 3 to 5 minutes probably for that one too. You can use the support of a block there as well underneath your sacrum. That might be a little too much, but try it out. It's whatever is good for your body. Do not force anything. Restorative poses are more about focusing on your breath and trying to feel supported and safe by the earth, decompressing our spine a little more naturally. Okay, so I hope you can try a couple of these out. Let me know what you think. If you want some more, I will be happy to send more. Have a great night.